Welcome to Chillin' with Ice with me, Lori Fetrick, or most of you know me as Ice from the American Gladiators. My next guest on Chillin' with Ice has an amazing inspirational story about never giving up on your dreams. She went from being a gladiator contender, which is where I met her, to becoming an amazing artist in the music industry. And then teaming up with an Oscar-nominated and an award-winning composer, Steve Horner, to create an amazing music video that is the Depeche Mode remake, People Are People, which is streaming worldwide. Please welcome Vaja.
Oh, merci beaucoup. Thank you for that nice, warm welcome.
Oh, you're so welcome. I mean, there was a lot, so I had to put it on my cue card.
You're
I'll throw
so
that on the floor now.
sweet. So
How
nice
are
to see you.
I'm so excited.
I'm fantastic, and I'm so happy to see you. And I'm very happy, like everything you've been building with your awesome podcast and your new Netflix documentary was phenomenal.
Thank you.
I hope all you guys can go out and watch it as soon as possible. It's so inspiring, and it gives everybody, an insight of your legacy that you built with the American Gladiators.
Is this about me or is this about you? I
hey,
thank you for that.
I'm here because of you, so I appreciate it.
We have some history together.
Yes, ma'am, we do.
We do
a
have
lot of
some
great
history.
And,
can we please go back and let all my fans and viewers and your fans, let's get some backstory. Like, literally, I mean, I met you in Orlando, okay, doing the Gladiator Live. But before that, I mean, tell me a little bit about, you and where you came from.
Well, I was born in Tacoma, Washington, and I was a military brat. My father has always been in the Army. He was a Green Beret, and he ended up being a colonel. He's retired now. So we basically then did Tacoma, Washington, and moved to Bakersfield, California, Temple, Texas, Roxbury, New Jersey, and then I grew up in Carmel, Indiana, where I played sports my whole life, and I was a big tomboy as well. So that's what where I got my athleticism from. And I have an older brother as well, so I was always looking up to him. He played football and stuff. And then I moved to Florida, went to high school there. And sure enough, during spring break, I think it was my senior year, of course, the American Gladiators came to 600 North, and I was blown away because growing up, my brother would always make me watch every cool thing on TV and sports stuff, and I always would see you guys on TV. So when you guys came to Daytona Beach, I was blown away, and I walked up to Dan Carr. And I was like, this is so cool. I was like, I'm an athlete. I love your show. I would be honored to have the opportunity to audition as one of your contenders. And he says, well, come to Orlando at this time.
I could see him.
Yep, that's what he did. And I did. And I got the part as one of your contenders on the show.
That we got to beat up every night.
Yeah, it was probably the best job any high school kid could have. So it was really
much
cool.
Fun.
Yeah, so I ended up working with you guys, and what an honor. And it was like a very great camaraderie of athletes.
So being a contender, I got to ask this question. Was it like night after night, you just getting kind of pummeled? Was it kind of hard on your body, or was it just fun for you at the time?
It was really just fun for me. You guys were so sweet. We were all friends, and I feel like, true athletes know how to work with each other, and thank God I didn't get hurt. And as an athlete my whole life, I've never hurt myself.
I hear you.
But they called me Quicksilver for a reason.
Yes.
So I was pretty fast, and it was just a show. And we made sure that our audience had a great time, and we just all made it look great. And, hopefully one day it'll get rebooted, on national TV. And,
I heard it possibly might.
Yeah.
And I'm actually crossing my fingers that it actually does.
Yeah.
I wasn't too thrilled with the 208 model, to be
Yeah.
honest with you. And I mean, I'm not speaking out of turn. Nobody was really thrilled with it.
Yeah.
They overproduced it, but I think that hopefully this time around that they've learned a couple kind of lessons of what to do, what not to do, the heart of the show, what is the heart of the show kind of thing. But so you were an athlete. Did you ever want to become like a professional athlete, or where were you going?
Well, what's funny was when I was 14, I was the first girl ever to play football on the boys team in Carmel, Indiana, at my junior high at the time. And I remember I was like saying, I want to play high school, college, and the pros. And then seventh grade came, my boobs started getting big, and my mom was like, no. She's like, play no more. I'm like, okay, Mom. So I always listened to my mother because she she's my number one, my momager. And but yeah, when I was 14, I wanted to play NFL. I mean, I was obsessed and still obsessed with football. Yes, and then there was a point in high school when I would end up being the number one soccer player in the Volusia County, and I ended up getting a full soccer scholarship to law school at Stetson University. But then as soon as I went there, I realized there was no future for me. I wasn't going to eat and breathe soccer. And I told my parents, and they weren't very happy, but I said I wanted to pursue my music and film career. And my mother said, okay, well, if you're going to do that, I'm going to be your momager. So that's how cool. That was like the pivotal moment when I knew like that was my calling. But I already knew when I was born, music was my calling. And
tell me, how did you know that? What was happening? Like when you're so young and music's in your blood. I mean, how do you know that this is it? This is what you want to do?
Yeah, what's interesting is that my parents told me the first thing that came out of my mouth was a song off the radio. It wasn't mommy or daddy. It was me just singing. And they like turned around the car and was like, oh my God. And then like when my parents would have friends over, I would dance on the table and just like be like so entertaining. And then my mom took me to all these great concerts. And she took me when I was really little to Diana Ross. And Diana told everybody to come up on stage. And all the kids like, it was in the middle of this arena in Texas, and all these kids stood up on the stage, and she asked all our names, and then we were all dancing, and I'm like looking around the whole auditorium. I'm like, this is cool.
You're like, this is where I want to be.
This is what I want to do. And then my mom took me to my first metal concert. It was Metallica, Guns N' Roses, and Faith No More. Wow. Carmel, Indiana. And
how old were you? Well, when you were,
I was 12 at the time.
Which is. I mean, most parents don't take little kids to heavy metal concerts.
It was during the Black Album, and it was so amazing because it was my birthday. We had 9th row seats, and 10 of my friends, and Metallica came out, and I was blown away. And I told my mother I want to play guitar, and she bought me my first Fender Stratocaster, a crane amp, and I locked myself in a room. And I've been playing guitar by ear, and the first song I ever learned was by Led Zeppelin, Stairway to Heaven, and then Dust in the Wind by Kansas. I'm like an old soul. I've always loved, classic rock. And then, but my parents always had great records like Pink Floyd and Blondie and
Classics.
Boy George and Led Zeppelin. And I would just study the albums and just feel the vinyl. It was just so intriguing to me. And then my brother was a big inspiration because he loved the Grateful Dead, and he also plays guitar. And he's more of a trained guitar player, and he took classical music. But him getting me into Depeche Mode, and like he got me into just a lot of cool bands and great films like Blade Runner, like the original one. And he got me into like Conan the Barbarian, because my brother was a bodybuilder as well. Yeah, and I saw all those movies. So I don't know, I feel like my whole life has been evolved around music and being a creative soul.
I remember you sitting on the stage like before we started, our show, and you'd sit up there and you were playing your guitar and singing.
Yeah.
And I was just like, this is so cool. And you were just like entertaining everyone, so it was just so much fun to see that.
I miss those days with you guys.
I know, we had a blast. I was about, I want to say 9 or 10. My parents put me in guitar lessons. And the first thing I learned was dun, 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 dun,
smoke on the water.
Exactly.
Dun, dun, dun. So basically, like there's like this sin: if you go to Guitar Center and play it, they kick you out.
Oh, that's funny.
But it's a cool, easy riff. It's actually a great song. I like it.
It was my first one.
Smoke on the water.
So much fun.
Yeah, that's cool.
See, if I'd have continued, we could have been in a girl band together.
Never
and
too
we
late.
Could have rocked it.
Hey, I got a studio, girl. I got like 6 guitars.
I can't sing worth a shit, though. I'm
Honey,
sorry.
Don't ever say you can't. You're a gladiator.
I'm a gladiator.
You're ice baby.
I can do whatever I want.
Exactly, girl.
Right?
That's right.
I love the fact that you never, ever gave up on your dream. And you pursued it. And that is the most inspirational thing. I mean, so many people, life happens. Things come around and their dreams just kind of go wah, wah, wah. And then one day they wake up and they go, why am I miserable? Why am I not happy? It's because they let their dream go.
Yeah.
And you have not let your dream go. And I am so damn proud of you and so happy to be your friend.
Thank you.
And just
Likewise.
to be in your your circle of acquaintance friends?
Well, I have to say the same. I feel like us being athletes and artists and being creatives. I mean, for me, I've always had this ember burning inside me, and I've always known in my heart my passion has always been music and film and just being a creative soul. And I feel like when you have that passion and you know what you want in life, you have to go for it 150% and never take no for an answer and never give up on your dreams, because why are we here? We're all going to die. The goal is not to live forever. The goal is to create something that will.
Oh my God.
So create your legacy.
Dude, I have heard that. I have a friend that goes, why not? We're all going to die. I'm like, that is so like morbid to me.
Yeah, but I ended it with, we're all going to die. The goal is not to live forever. The goal is to create something that will. So why are we here? Creating our legacy.
I like that.
You know what I mean?
I like that.
For me, thank you. For me, I want to be that person who can inspire the world with my music, because music can change the world, and especially our next generation. We need to inspire our next generation and the kids, and give them something to look up to and to be a positive role model. And for me, I feel like us being athletes, sports has taught me discipline.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah. And it's not about us, it's about the team. And I always realized that, you can be the star athlete of the team, but we can't be the star athlete unless you have your teammates and your coach and, your parents feeding you dinner and helping you and getting you to bed. It's like, it's a whole team. And,
a village.
Yes, exactly.
Village.
It takes a village, as you know. So, I just realized in this business, you just have to have great relationships with people, and you have to wake up every day thinking, it's a blessing, it's a gift, and we have to give it away. And you just have to go for it.
With the passion, the desire, I think really what it comes down to is you have the work ethic that the athlete in you has.
Yeah.
And so that has, really kind of transformed and transpired you into this area, and you're just like, no, I'm just going to do it no matter what, 150%, like you said. There's still, at my age, there's always been something in me going, this is not it. There's more.
Yeah.
And I'm going to explore that, and I'm going to keep fighting for it, whatever that is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so when the podcast and everything happened, I'm like, oh my God, this is what I love doing. This is my platform.
Yeah.
To motivate, inspire, just show people they can do whatever they want. Having people like you on that is just so awesome.
Thank you.
Well,
you inspire me. I mean, when I met you the first time, I mean, it's like, what an honor to have met you and to be a part of your legacy and to like be your friend. And I mean, it's just, I'm still pinching myself. And when I saw your documentary, like I was just so moved by it and everything you guys went through and the blood, sweat, and tears. And it just goes to show that, integrity is the most important thing in life with anything that we do in sports and any type of business. And I feel like in every field of business, we all are doing the same thing. It's like you're passionate about whatever you're doing, and then do it and stick with the people that believe in you and help you, and you just have to grow and keep pushing, because it is tough. Life is tough
out there, man.
Yeah,
it's
in
hard.
Any business.
You get knocked down, you get no, and it's what you do with that.
Yep.
Exactly. And I know that your mom has been your manager.
Yeah.
And I love the stories that used to, with your mom. And it's just like, I remember meeting her. Oh, she was so adorable.
She says hi, by the way. She loves you.
I love that.
Yeah.
She's so cute.
She was my rock. She still is. I talk to her probably 2 to 3 times a day. And
now, did she move out in LA with you when you first started? Was she here for a while?
Yeah. So basically after I did the whole American Gladiators thing, I ended up going to school in Valencia Community College, where I did film and music and stuff. Then she started managing me there, and then we moved to South Beach, Miami, where I sang at Ultra Music Festival, which is a huge EDM festival, and then I sang as a lounge singer. And then my mother and I met this amazing person who basically saw me perform, and he was my sponsor. I'd like to thank you, Mr. Imke, but he was the one that helped me move to LA and basically was kind of like my angel investor. And my mother and I moved together, and whatever he did for me, it helped me develop as an artist. And for 2 years, I just basically put a rock band together and had my first show at the Viper Room, and my mother was there the whole way. And I learned a lot. But yeah, for 10 years, she was my momager. And then at that time, my dad also went to Afghanistan when we had the whole, ISIS thing. And my dad was a huge colonel, and he got pulled out of retirement, and he ended up bringing back 18,000 soldiers. Wow. He was on the news and everything. So I'm very proud of my dad. Thank you for your service, Dad.
Definitely thank you for your service.
Yeah, and to all the great people, the military who served our country. And then my dad's like, I need my wife back. So my mom left, and she's like, okay, I know you're okay now. Yeah. So ever since she left, I think about 2019, I've been pretty much managing myself and doing everything that she's taught me. But eventually I'm looking for a management team who sees my potential and wants to take what I have and go to the next level. So
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Let's talk about your video for a minute, and we're going to show it. And
people are people.
Oh, it is like when I first saw this video, I absolutely loved it.
Oh, thank you.
And I know that right away we talked a little bit, and I said, reminds me of Mad Max.
Mad Max meets Blade Runner.
There you go.
Yeah.
So let's turn this video on for a minute. Let's have everybody see it.
Thank you.
And let's go.
You hate me though I've done nothing wrong. I've never even met you, so what could I have done? I can't understand what makes a man hate another man. Help me understand. People are people, so why should it be? You and I should get along so awfully. People are people, so why should it be? You and I should get kicking and you shouted at me. I'm relying on your common decency. So far it hasn't surfaced, but I'm sure it exists. It just takes a while to travel from your head to your fist. I can't understand what makes a man hate another man. Help me understand. People are people, so why should it be? You and I should get along so awfully. People are people, so why should it be? You and I should get along so awfully. I can't understand what makes a man hate another man. Help me understand. I can't understand what makes a man hate another man. Help me understand. I can't understand what makes a man hate another man. Help me understand. I can't understand what makes a man hate another man. Help me understand.
rocked that video.
Thanks, doll.
God, that was so cool.
Thank you.
If I were to do a music video, that's exactly what I would do.
I love you.
I
love
would.
you. Thank you.
I love the desert scene. I love the rock scene. I mean, everything about it. You look beautiful. You look like a badass. You are just like.
Thank you.
That's it.
Thank you.
How long did it take to make that video?
Almost 2 years.
That's crazy.
Well,
People don't realize how much goes into this.
yeah. I mean, the reason why it took so long is because I had to raise the money on my own. I mean, $51,000 later, I mean, it's like, that's what it takes. I mean, honestly, if I would have got that money up front, I could have finished that in probably 2 weeks. To be honest,
yeah.
because I'm very quick, and because I was the director, I knew exactly what I wanted, and even that scene we shot at with my band, we shot that in 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
They only gave me 5 hours, and they sponsored me that room. That room's normally $11,000.
Oh my
And that's where they shoot all the Jimmy Kimmel stuff, like during COVID, and No Doubt did some stuff there, and that's in Burbank, and they loved the song and they wanted to help. And same thing with the Peterson Museum. They gave me 11 hours at the famous Peterson Museum with all the beautiful cars, and that's a Studebaker. I mean, I couldn't believe it.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
That is so cool.
So it's just, I'm just so grateful that it all came together the way it did.
And it's first time I watched that video, I was like, yes, that you just rocked it. It's so amazing.
you.
Everything. Now the desert scenes, I mean, that was like, yes, it's like, I always thought, okay, is that in Joshua Tree? But I know it wasn't in Joshua Tree because I didn't see the ginormous, over rocks and the hugeness, but it was.
It looks like it.
Yeah,
it was
a little bit.
I think it's called El Mirage. It's near the Salt Flats. It's a place called Eclectic West, and great location. They had old planes, helicopters, all like broken up and stuff. And after we shot the other 3 scenes, I was like, we need to break this up. We need like a Mad Max scene that's just edgy, where it's like the end of the world.
Yes.
And I felt like when we put everything together, it was just a great feeling and great vision.
So you had that whole vision in your head before you actually started it. You knew exactly where you were going to go with it.
Yeah. Well, remember Blade Runner, the original, is my favorite film. So I feel like my whole life has kind of been like, I always feel like I'm living my life like that. Just very edgy and dark, but cool and classy and sexy. But then like when I wanted to do this, I wanted it to be very cyberpunk. And then we had a lot of those elements. And then I was like, we need a Mad Max scene just to break it up, because it was very cyberpunk.
Did you feel yourself in a very beginning stages of going towards a certain genre of music?
Well, you mean like when I started music?
Yeah, like when you started, is it different from where you started to now?
I feel like it is, but not way off.
Okay.
Because when I started in Miami, I actually did electronic dance music, like break beats, house music. I was working with DJs. But then when I ended up moving to Los Angeles, I said, I need to get my metal out of my system, because remember Metallica inspired me when I was 12. So that's when I put a metal band together. So I did my first EP, was Awakened by Silence. And I had the honor to work with Adrian Young from No Doubt. And he played on my record, and he ended up playing our first show with me and our band at the Viper Room. And all the No Doubt was there, but Gwen wasn't there. She was on tour. But it was just such an honor. And that was like really heavy. It was like very Evanescence meets Deftones. And
I could totally see that.
Oh yeah, it was really heavy. But that's when Evanescence was like already big. But then like from what I heard, because we did a showcase for Interscope, and they're like, oh, you guys are great, but like this music is not really, it's kind of going out, and because hip hop's coming in, what they say, it's a 10-year cycle. So I kind of missed my boat with the heavy, but that's how it is with the music.
I was just going to say, that's a great question that I have is, do you kind of have to somewhat follow the trends and adapt, or is it just like, no, this is me, this is my style? How does that work?
For me, I've never been a follower. I'm a doer.
Yes,
I like
you
to be
are.
like,
You're
if
a
someone's
leader, baby.
I when they said that, it's like, that's fine, because it wasn't my time at the time, you know. So I kept doing what I know what is best, because I always love rock music, alternative, and I always like dance music, electronic. So I feel like my new single, People Are People, the version that we did is my sound, and I did it with Steve Horner, who I wanted to thank from the bottom of my heart for giving me a chance to work with, because he's such a great music producer, an Oscar-nominated film composer. I feel like for me as an artist, I found my sound with him, and it's very, what I call it, cinematic rock, electronic rock. So it's almost like Depeche Mode meets Muse and Massive Attack. If I could put it in a bowl and mix it together, it's just very electronic rock. And that's what I want to emulate as an artist, and I feel like that's my sound. So I haven't steered off. I'm just not too heavy metal anymore. I'm more like in the middle and keeping it more electronic. And I feel like rock and electronic music is coming back, but I've always kept in that lane. And one thing I've realized is that I never gave up, and I'm still doing it, and I'm pushing boundaries and working with great artists, and I'm writing new songs as well to finish this EP. And I'm very excited. I'm writing with an amazing artist named Barnes Courtney. What's up, Barnes? So we're in the studio right now writing some new stuff. So I just think it's great. I'm very excited to what's going to happen in the future, because my dream's to go on tour.
That was going to be the next question. I mean, like, what does the future look like for Vaja?
Yeah. My dream is to go on a world tour and play and open up for many big bands, and to
screw opening up. Have somebody else open up for you.
Yes, that's true too. But you know how
Come on, let's dream. We're gonna dream
okay,
big.
Well, I'll be the headlining band.
Exactly.
Metallica's gonna open
I'm gonna
up
be
for
the
Vaja.
one. There you go. I'm gonna be the one. It's like no. You are going to be the headliner.
That's just me being humble, you know.
I know.
It's just to go on tour.
I mean, appreciate that, but here's the thing: you are a star.
Oh, thank you.
Okay,
so are you, Del.
And there's no reason why there shouldn't be anybody opening up for you.
Yes, that's
on
true.
your world tour.
Yeah,
we're going. We're going.
I'm down.
With that.
I'm down to open look, open, close. I just want to go on tour. That's all.
Exactly.
And
there you go.
And I'm looking forward to get with the right record label or a big brand or investor who believes in me, who can help, because it takes a team.
It takes a team.
You know, that's why it takes longer for us independent artists to do things, because we have to raise the money ourselves.
Right.
You know, and I have other, ways of making money through different jobs I have, and doing social media for companies and doing CRMs for clients. And it's like, I have to make money to pursue my music. But if I had another company helping me, or a brand or label, I can just get their A through Z quicker.
All the difference in the world.
But you know what I mean.
So I ask everybody this question, no matter who they are. And that is, if you had to have a 9-to-5 job, what would it be? Like an actual, like, real job.
A real job.
A real job.
Okay, I feel like if I had a real 9-to-5 job, I think I would be the spokesperson for a huge company, preferably like a soft drink, or like Red Bull or Pepsi or Diet Coke, and be the person that talks to all the companies and say, look, this is what we're going to do for our brand marketing, campaign.
So you'd be their spokesperson.
Yeah, I would be the spokesperson.
That's not a real job.
Yes, of course it is. I would probably be in PR and marketing, because I'm really good with people.
There we go.
And
That's it.
I think that would have been, if I went the business route, I would be great. A great spokesperson, because I'm not afraid.
PR marketing.
PR marketing, but be like the brand marketing for the head of the company.
Okay. I like that. I like that.
Yeah.
Was there, you had a couple pivotal moments actually in your life. And I think that came from what you were saying is when you were in college. So tell me about that little kind of pivotal moment that you're here today doing your music and what you love. But what happened with that pivotal moment that you went, okay, hold on here. Something's got to...
Well, I can tell you, it was, Stetson is in the middle of nowhere. It was between Orlando and Daytona Beach. And remember, Daytona Beach at the time was like MTV. It was like a party town. It was cool. It was like hip. The Gladiators came there. It was like really cool. And I don't know. I just felt like when I went to Stetson, it was middle of nowhere. And I was really, I just wasn't, it's a great school. Don't get me wrong. I just felt like I knew I didn't want to eat and breathe soccer going there. I was kind of getting depressed. And I was like, this is not what I want. I want to go to film school and learn more about the camera and the angles and like acting and getting in tune with myself and then singing. And I didn't feel like it had that there. So it wasn't the right place for me, even though I had a full scholarship. I just told my parents, I said, I can't do this. I'm not happy. And my parents were really, they were really disappointed, but they said, okay, well, we believe in you and we want you to be happy. And so I ended up going to Valencia Community College, and that's when I studied film and acting, and I started singing everywhere, the talent shows and everything. And then my mother became my manager, and then and then we moved to Miami, and I ended up being in Bad Boys 2 Any Given Sunday.
You were?
Yeah, my mom was
I did not know that.
Yeah, that's how I got my SAG card. Thanks to my friend, casting director, Ed Herenas, who just had a birthday. He's a huge casting director, and I got to meet Michael Bay. I was hanging out with Martin Lawrence and Will Smith, and I got invited to Will's wife's Jada Pinkett's birthday. I have pictures with them. Really great people. And one great thing I have to say about Will Smith at the time, when we shot Bad Boys 2, we had the rap party. And he was sitting by himself, and he told me to come in his little area, just me and him talking for like 15 minutes. I said, Will, why did you give up music? And like, what made you?
That's right. I forgot about that.
He goes, I'll never forget that music helped me get to where I am today. But he says, but movies pays the bills. But he said, but whatever you do, don't give up on your dreams. And he's like, it was the stepping stone for me, to do music and to film.
I completely forgot about that.
Yeah,
that he was
and
in
I have
music.
that picture. I'll have to send it to you, but it was in the Ocean Drive magazine. But he really inspired me, and Jada was very sweet, and Martin Lawrence was great too. It was just really nice to be around all these great people, and working with Michael Bay. What an honor! And now I'm actually friends with him, and he's a big inspiration as well. And so I ended up being, having the taste of Hollywood as an actress, and then getting into...
It's a good taste, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
And it's
just being an entertainer.
It's an addicting taste.
Yeah.
And I hate that it's an addicting taste in a way.
is.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I love it and hate it all at the same time.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it's great. And I feel like all that was organic for me.
Yeah.
And I was also modeling for Wilhelmina, and I got to taste what the modeling scene was.
I remember that company. Are they still around?
Yeah, they're still around. Yeah.
But
I love to eat too much. So
I tried to get with them.
Yeah.
Wilhelmina, Ford, and there was another one I want to say.
Next models, and there's so many. But
And I remember I went in, they said I wasn't tall enough.
Oh, geez, that's what I'm saying. It's just like, people are people.
People are people.
I just love my pizza and food too much, so I just like.
I know,
Yeah,
right?
it was fun. I'm glad I got to do it, but for me, music has always been the burning fire within me.
So the acting, huh?
Yeah.
Ever thought about dabbling a little more in that area, possibly?
Oh, honey, I'm always
like,
look.
whatever. Let's go.
Here's the deal. When I moved out to LA, I wanted to pursue music, and I was in a couple of things. I'm actually, if anyone knows the film Resident Evil, I'm actually a voice of the Umbrella Corporation. Computerized system disabled. Central computer reboot in 1 minute 30 seconds. Welcome to Umbrella Central Control.
That's pretty damn
Thank
good.
you. Thank you. So I'd like to thank
awesome.
Mila Jovovich and her husband, Paul W.S. Anderson, for giving me the honor to be the voice of that film. It was the Resident Evil Retribution, so that's the one I'm in. I'm the computer voice.
It's so cool.
So yeah, I love acting, and I'll still do it, but I just didn't want to come to LA and try to go down that same door everyone's trying to jam in, because
and we're all jammed in it.
yeah, it's and trying to get an agent. I mean, it took me a year to get an agent when I tried, and it was just like, it's just so much work, which I don't mind doing, but I'd rather have a director or producer say, hey, we have a film that's perfect for you because we know you're an artist, and they can see my work, and I want to go the back door, kind of like how Lady Gaga did. She's an artist and singer, and then, hey, there's a perfect role for her. Here you go.
So out of everyone you've met in the industry, and you've met a lot.
I met you.
Yeah, besides me, girl. Besides me. Who would you say is the most, let's say, really cool, inspirational that you'll just never forget?
I would say Mila Jovovich, because there was a time when I got to hang out with her and her beautiful family, because my ex-boyfriend is best friends with her husband, and we'd had Thanksgiving with her and her family, and I know her mom and all her kids, and she is so down to earth, one of the coolest chicks I've ever met, and a superstar.
I was going to say, that's the coolest thing to hear, is when they're down to earth.
Very down to earth, and every time I saw her, she was always like, how are you? Like, how's your music? And she's just a real chick, and I like that about her, and I just admire her, and she inspired me, and because of her and Paul and her family, they've instilled a great lasting memory that I'll never forget, and what they did for me for me being the voice was such an honor.
Yeah,
I mean, that's like really cool. I mean, and her being Resident Evil, like that's huge.
Yes.
Yeah. But yeah, I would say she's definitely one of the coolest chicks I've ever met, and very inspiring, and she still looks great, and great family, and
That's
Yeah.
That's so cool to hear. I love to hear that. What about all your travels? Where's the coolest place you've got to travel so far? Even as a kid, if you had to pick one, where would you say
I would
that
say,
you had so much fun and you just went, this is the coolest place?
I mean, there's so many great places. Personally, I've been to Paris, and I have to say Paris is so gorgeous. I love
Then
Paris.
you're going to have to take me with you one day because I have yet to be there.
Yes,
and
well,
I keep hearing
let's
stories.
go there for my world tour. We can do a podcast on top of the Eiffel Tower.
Deal.
Yeah, Paris is gorgeous. Denmark, I've been to Denmark and Copenhagen. Beautiful town. You would love Copenhagen. It's very clean. The food is phenomenal. Everything's small, so you can't get like your extra big Slurpee. You're gonna get like a small cup, which is great because
should be
America,
like that.
yeah, exactly. Like everything in the refrigerator, it's like real small and it's cute and petite, but it's actually better because in America everything is oversized, and it's better to kind of watch what you eat and stuff. But I love Europe. I've been to Düsseldorf as well. I kind of I really liked the gothicness of Düsseldorf.
I do too.
Yeah, and but I would like to go travel more. I'd like to go to Italy. I've never been to Italy yet.
I haven't either.
Girl, let's just go on a world tour.
Let's just go.
I mean,
Oh my
Ice
God,
Baby and Vaja.
please.
We can shoot videos, podcasts.
Oh, we'd
Yeah.
be the star. That sounds like so much
Yeah,
fun.
but other than that, I mean, I still want to go to Japan. I haven't been there. Have you been to Japan? Tell me you've been there, girl.
I want to say no, I haven't, and I was invited, and you're just going to slap me right now, but I was invited, and I turned it down, and you're going to go, I know. You know who I gave it to?
Who?
Dallas.
No way.
I did.
That's nice of you.
I know, but still.
That's very nice.
I was in Orlando at the time. We were doing the live show, and I got invited to go to Japan, and I don't know what was happening in my life. Something was happening in my life to where I just went, I don't want to do a 12-hour flight. And I just started thinking of all these things. And I think at the time, to be honest with you, I met my girlfriend at the time, and that was Sharon. And I think I was in love, and I just didn't want to leave.
Should have just taken her.
I know.
I mean,
know.
Japan, that's my dream because it's like cyberpunk. I'm obsessed with sushi, and I love those komodos. I'm like, oh, God.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to go. We're just going to go on a world tour,
We just have
girl.
to go on a world tour because there are so many places I've yet to be, and I want to go and I want to experience before we all die.
Before we all live forever like vampires. We're never going to die, darling. Exactly.
Do you still work out? Do you still train?
No.
I know you. You're like, no.
I have no time, and my mom yells at me. How I've been keeping my weight off is I fast. My friend David.
Starve yourself.
No, I don't starve myself. Okay. My friend David Christopher Lee, he's one of the producers on the film. He got me into biohacking 2 years ago, and I was eating like Chick-fil-A for breakfast. I was eating like 3 meals a day, and I wasn't moving. I was like, and I do a lot of typing. And he's like, Vaja, you need to start fasting. And I was like, yeah, right. And I was like, there's no way. He's like, do it. And it's like, my mom's like, yeah, listen to him. So what I did, and it really worked. I basically lost 30 pounds within 2 months. It was basically two pounds a day.
By the way, listeners, don't follow this diet.
So anyways, when I woke up in the morning, I have a cup of coffee and with no cream. And then I would have Topo Chico, which is that sparkling Mexican water.
Okay.
It would trick my body to think I was hungry or think I was full.
Yeah.
That's what I meant to say.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't eat till like 7:30, 8 o'clock. So the trick is I would cook my meals. When you cook your meals, you know what you're putting into your body.
Oh,
so
absolutely.
I'd salmon, cup of quinoa, salad. That's one night. Next night, be like a cup of rice and Asian chicken and cucumber salad. So I made my meals. And because of that, I kept off my weight. So I didn't have to work out. So that's how I stay fit. I do have a punching bag in my living room. It's like a little
Yeah.
So that helps with a little bit. And I have a little thing that you like step on, and it's like a balancing board.
Right,
It's called
yeah.
Revel.
Yeah.
And other than that, that's it. Yeah. I miss playing sports. I don't like working out, to be honest. I like to play basketball sometimes.
Did you ever? You never really? Okay, so you never really worked out. You
No,
just
not
played
like
sports.
you, girl. You're like a trained bodybuilder. For me, I'd rather if you were to say, hey, we're going to play flag football, I'm there. Soccer or basketball. I love sports.
Remember there was a time that we actually did some rollerblading down at the beach?
Oh, yeah.
That was
Yeah.
okay. That was
Okay,
exercise.
Let's go. I have rollerblades.
I
hockey
need some
rollerblades.
new ones, but yeah.
Let's go, girl.
But
I love that.
That's exercise.
Yeah, Yeah, it's
your
just
heart rate gets up a little bit.
Yeah, I like that, but sometimes it's just me going to Santa Monica. That's like a
I know, I
trip.
hate that.
That's a
I hate
big
it.
long trip, you know.
Forget about it.
But yeah,
Okay, so listeners, and that diet that she said.
yeah. Well, it's important to eat.
It's important
Trust
to
me,
eat.
but
This is the thing that
Yeah.
I actually have to,
Yeah.
and not have to, but it's what I believe.
Yeah.
It's in my heart and my soul that
Yeah.
it's like if you do eat small meals every
Yeah.
4 or 5 hours,
Yeah.
your body will continue to burn and it
Yeah.
will keep the weight off.
Yeah.
But there are people, and I truly understand
Yeah.
this, that can only really have one meal a day.
Yeah.
And they're so busy, they don't have time, they're not interested in eating, they're not even hungry.
Yeah.
I have to sometimes force myself now that I've gotten older. I've realized I was like, oh, wait, I had one meal a day. That was
Yeah.
like this morning.
yeah,
You know, and the only reason I know this is because this massive headache comes along
Yeah.
and I'm like, oh, I'm hungry.
Yeah.
You know, but I get so busy.
Yeah.
So I do understand that
Yeah.
side of it.
yeah,
But it's like as you know, time goes on for me and a lot of people that I actually do train,
Yeah.
I do kind of still do some online training,
Yeah.
a little,
Yeah.
just a little bit. But it's the small meals that keep the body burning. But
Yeah.
hey, whatever works.
Oh, I agree. Trust me. I don't do this all the time.
Okay.
I do this like if I feel like I'm getting like a little bit bigger.
Yeah.
Or if I'm too busy, whatever, I'll do that. But no, there's sometimes I'll get up and I'll have like, you know, an egg sandwich on like a sourdough bread.
Yeah.
And then I won't eat the rest of the day and then maybe have fruit at night. You know what I mean?
But you cook your own stuff, which is
I
amazing.
cook everything.
too.
So that's
your
that's
mom taught you probably how to
Oh
cook
yeah,
it.
I'm a really
yeah.
good. I'm like a chef already. The thing is, what I realized is that before, instead of going to Chick-fil-A for breakfast or doing Uber Eats, that's what was getting me overweight.
Yeah.
So I cut that out. So everything.
food.
Yeah. So now it's like when I make my own food, it's so clean, and I just know how to like. I know how to work with my body to maintain.
Mm-hmm.
But trust me, I'll eat like sometimes 2 or 3 times a day, but it's like small meals.
Right.
But for me to not like gain weight, I'll just go back to fasting.
It's because you're so damn young still.
Yes, I'm always 28.
Oh my God. I am so happy that you came in and did
you.
my podcast today.
Thank you for having me.
Your music career is just booming. It's amazing. I love it. You've done so much.
I appreciate you,
and it's just gonna get better and better, you know?
thank you, and I'm
you're-
very proud
you're-
of you.
Well, you're very inspiring.
Thank you.
really are.
Well, I
and
appreciate
more
you.
people need to stick with their dreams. They need to stick with what they believe in and not give up on those things, because you're the inspiration to so many people out there, you know, and they look at you and they're like, wow. And they don't understand, I think, what it has taken you to get where you're at today.
Yeah.
There are so many people that think, oh, they were just lucky.
Yeah.
No,
it's not luck.
not luck. It's work ethics. It's determination. It's, you know, that passion, that fire in you
Yeah.
that you just never quit.
Yeah. And you know, I feel like you feel the same way. It's like I don't believe in luck. I feel
I
like
don't either.
we create our own luck.
You have to. You
And-
create your own destiny.
Yeah, and we put ourselves in a position is that we're prepared for battle,
Mm-hmm.
and then when our time comes, the opportunity's there, we're ready. And
I tell people it's like if you do something small every single day towards your goal, it cannot not happen.
exactly, eat and breathe it.
Eat, breathe, sleep,
Yeah, and repeat.
and repeat.
Repeat.
Exactly.
I mean, seriously. I mean, I'm just so grateful every morning when I walk out into my living room. My whole living room is a recording studio. And I can remember crying myself to sleep when I was in Miami, when my mother was managing me. I'm like, what am I doing? Did I make the right decision? I'm like, yes. I'd have like my angel and my devil on my shoulders. And I'm like, but no matter what, it was always positive thoughts. Like, you know, because I knew this is my calling. And now I'm living my dreams. And when my studio is in my living room, are you kidding me? I have all my beautiful PRS guitars and on the wall and Taylor guitars and they're all my sponsors now. I mean, I've worked so hard because of my dreams that I've been born with and my mother and all the people who believed in me to this day. And I couldn't even be here if it wasn't for everybody. So I like to say thank you for everybody who's supported my dreams over the year and continue to support me.
So what would you go back and tell your 16-year-old self?
Find a sugar daddy so you can get to A through Z quicker. I'm just joking. No, but see, everybody, that's what I didn't do because
I didn't do it either.
No, but that's what I'm saying. This is why it takes a little time.
I wanted to, maybe.
Because I don't...
Sugar mama,
exactly.
whatever, daddy.
The thing is, I took the hard way, which is the right way. Integrity. And I am here today because of my hard work and my ethics, not because someone else was going to help me because I did something for them. You know what I mean? Like that sugar daddy thing. I don't judge for anyone who does that. I'm just saying I never did that because I was raised... My parents raised me that you work hard to get where you want to go and what you want in life. And the right people will come to you.
And especially being an attractive female.
Oh,
I mean,
you.
I'm sure that
likewise.
you had many possible offers here and there.
But I turned them down because that's not me. I can never that's just not me. I want to do it the right way because at the end of the day,
my way.
Yeah, my way. And then because I know I'm talented, I know what I'm gifted with, and I want to prove to myself and prove that I have to keep that integrity with me no matter how long it takes. But I feel like when you work hard and you release something special to the world, and then people will see it and then they'll come to you. And just be passionate and be happy with what you are giving to the world.
And be present, be in the moment.
Yeah. And the journey, that's the most important thing.
Journey.
It's all about the journey and the company that you're taking with you.
Yes.
You know, there's no rush.
No, and even though we are going to die.
No, we're not. We're vampires. We don't die. We go on to the next
level.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Do you believe in that?
Oh, yeah.
That's cool.
I'm not afraid to die.
I think I'm afraid of how I'm going to die.
Honey, you're not going to. No, don't be afraid of anything. I'm not afraid of anything.
Okay.
Because we're not going to die because
I'm
our
not
spirits,
really afraid of it.
Okay,
so let me rephrase that. It's not that I'm afraid of how I'm going to die. I think it's more of okay, maybe it's afraid.
No, I'm not afraid of anything. I'll jump out of airplanes.
I won't do that.
Oh, I've done it twice. You have to do it.
it.
I did it in Hawaii. The last time it was amazing over Waikiki, it was the North Shore. He did a
okay, that I would do.
It was sick, honey. I was like, if I'm going to die, this is sick. But I wasn't going to die because I knew it. Because God's already, the universe, it's fine. You have to do it. It's so fun.
I would do it over the Hawaiian Islands, though.
It was sick.
I don't find it attractive to jump out in the desert because all I'm seeing is the desert.
Well, I did that once with the United States Army Golden Knights. That was my first time.
Ooh.
That was really cool.
That's cool.
Yeah, but the second time over North Shore...
What's the craziest thing you've ever done?
Probably that.
I was just going to say.
Yeah, probably that. I haven't done it by myself yet. I don't think I want to yet. I want to still do... But that's probably the craziest thing because it's like it's just you and the guy or girl that you're hooked onto.
Yeah.
But I had faith.
I've never had a desire to jump out of a plane, ever.
You should see the video. You're gonna be like, dude, I'll go with you. We'll go.
You're gonna have to.
It's
you're
so
gonna have
much
to push
fun.
me out.
No, girl, it's really fun. It's like flying. Remember we're talking about flying?
Yeah, but I want to fly. The way that I want to fly is on a hang glider. Believe it or not, you're gonna laugh at this.
I actually would like to try that.
Check this shit out. I'm afraid to jump out of a plane with a parachute, but I'm not afraid, and I think it would be the coolest thing in the world, to run off a cliff with a hang glider and just go. For some reason, that just sounds amazing to me.
That does sound fun. I would try it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But obviously, the death rate is way higher on that.
Is it really?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah, because a wind current can come along and take the hang glider and slam it into either the rock or go straight down. There's so much room for error.
Wow.
Rather than just jumping out of a plane with a parachute.
I think we should just jump out of the plane first.
I don't know.
Well, you don't know until you try.
We'll talk about that.
Yeah, no fear. That's my middle name.
No fear.
Besides fun.
Oh my God, we could sit and talk forever about just
anytime, girl.
Dreams and what we want to do and what you want to do and all that kind of fun
the sky's
stuff.
the limit.
I know.
I'm just so grateful to be on your podcast and thank you so much.
Baby steps.
Baby steps, honey. Big baby steps.
Huge baby steps.
That's right.
So this is what we're going to do. We're going to say goodbye to everyone. And I'm going to keep you here, though, because I have rapid fire questions for you.
Oh, yeah?
That go onto my Patreon account.
Okay.
And so everybody that is a Patreon member, they get to see all my rapid fires with all my guests. And so it's it's really cool.
That's so sweet. Well, I'm ready for you. But before we go, I'd like to give you a gift. And it's part of my new line.
No way.
But I want to know which one you want. Because
those are cool.
These are my Vaja dog tags. And I didn't know
love dog
You guys will
tags.
be able to go on my website and pick one out, but
Tell them your website.
so these are my custom dog tags. Thank God to my friend, or thank you to my friend Stan for helping me make these. They're dog tags that I'll be selling on our website at vajamusic.com. That's VAJA music.com. And
These are beautiful.
Thank you.
I absolutely love these. These are so cool.
So I didn't know which one you wanted, so I wanted you to pick your favorite as a gift.
Okay, so thank you.
welcome.
That is so awesome. I'm going to have to get you a Chillin' with Ice t-shirt.
Hey, I like to
Or
wear that.
I have another one called Beautiful Badass.
Oh, whatever one you want to give me, I'll take either.
I love them all.
Yeah, so I just wanted to show you guys that. So, but
I love this. Go to her website. You got to grab one of these dog tags. All of them are beautiful. Every
thank
single
you.
one of them.
I know it's gonna be hard to pick.
It is. I'm already going. Okay, I'm going to pick. Yeah, it's either a silver or black one for me, for sure.
You can decide later if you want.
You got
I just wanted
it.
to show you.
Okay, so we're at vajamusic.com.
Yes, vajamusic.com.
What about your social?
All my social hashtags, or not hashtags, all my social handles are at Vaja Music. That's VAJA Music.
I love your voice.
Thanke you.
You're so welcome. And
Ice baby.
And we're going to say goodbye and thank you all for listening
See
to
you
Chilling
later.
with Ice. And until next time,
See you soon.
peace out.